Record to the cloud. Let's get it. All right, so we're recording now, guys. We are live. Again, I'm super excited to share this powerful information with you. Guys, if you're on this call, I need you to get fired up. This is going to be something that's going to be life-changing. And one thing that I'm really specific on in this time, one thing that I'm really specific on in this season and going into this season and, launching here with iGenius is, I want to be very, very, organized. I want to be organized. I want to make sure that we're causing duplication. I want to make sure that people are active to take notes. And as I'm going to begin to get into, the road to being legendary, this is our leadership lesson plan that we have here. As you can see, we have our slide deck. So you guys are going to be able to take your notes. So first and foremost, get out your pens and your notepads right now. I'm not going to really go into too much about myself. I'm going to get right into the lesson, actually. And I'm going to expound off of, some things that are going to be able to help you, understand, why you're here, what to do in this industry, and to have, the skill sets, the knowledge, and the ability, to really just achieve success and to find success in this industry. 1 second. All right. So, guys, again, this is the introduction to leadership. So welcome to the introduction of leadership. We'll be going through a step-by-step formula on what leadership requires and how to develop yourself, your craft, and unlock gifts that already lie inside of you, right? And the 4 topics that we will be going over, guys. And guys, I know you guys know I'm a motivational speaker. I'm big on hype, but one thing is too, is I'm a very logical guy, and I want to start doing more instruction training. I want to do more trainings that are expounding on teaching and giving people the information that they need to go to the next level. Because, right, being excited and getting fired up, we have a lot of, people who get us fired up. But if you don't have any direction, there's not much that you can do and go forth with all that excitement. So I'm a very logical person. So what I've done here is I've put together with my team a series of lesson plans, a lot more lesson plans where we're actually launching Reigning Legacy Agency. We're going to roll out a new LLC that's going to further elevate everybody here, not just in the iGenius community, but all over the world. Creating leaders and transforming lives and creating leaders is actually our slogan here at Reigning Legacy. It's actually the statement that's on the back of our t-shirts. And that's what we want to begin to do. We're going to be expanding worldwide. We're going to be expanding out of affiliate marketing and into other areas of entrepreneurship where people actually need us. So if you're on this call right now and you're a part of iGenius and you're here with Reigning Legacy, what I really want to tell you, what I want to assure you of is that you are in the right place at the right time. Now it's time to lock in, because where are you going to be in 90 days? I need you right here on Front Street. I don't need you on I Don't Believe It Boulevard. I don't need you on It's Gonna Take Too Long Avenue. I need you right here on Faith Street with me. So let's lock in, right? So we're going to be going over the four things that we'll be going over today, right? Now, number 1, guys, it's going to be faith. It's going to be logic. It's going to be coachability, and it's going to be skill set. In order to be a leader, guys, those are 4 qualities, 4 traits that you must have to take your business, to take your entrepreneurship journey, to take your life journey to the next level. So a lot of people are like, okay, well, leadership, right? What is leadership? And leadership is the action of leading a group of people or an organization, right? It's the natural ability to stand out in a positive light, right? If we're taking on the role of leadership, I want everyone to begin to be a student. I want this first call to be your first day in the business. I don't know what happened when the other teams that you were on in other companies, but one thing that I know about Reigning Legacy is that we get better and better and better and better, and we do it the right way, guys. So what is leadership, right? You want to be able to have the natural ability to stand out, right? You want to be someone who's not afraid of challenges and obstacles, because far too many times I've seen these kids come into the business. I've seen them come into the industry. And just in my life, I've encountered people who have these big dreams, these big aspirations, these goals, right? But they're not willing to undergo the process. They say, hey man, I'm fired up. They sign up, they get in the business. And when they realize that skill set, right, that this isn't a get rich quick overnight scheme, that there still is work required on the right side of money, but I'd rather work hard on this side of money than to be working hard on a 9-to-5, doing the 40-40-40, busting my back, making someone else rich. So which one are you gonna pick? And that's what a leader understands. A leader understands that they're going to have to undergo a series of tests to build character, the ability to lead, and to make decisions for the best interest of the collective. One thing that I'm gonna tell you guys right now, you guys are getting CEO to CEO training. So I don't care where you're at. I don't know what your situation is. You know, we pray for the best. I pray that this will add value to you. This will add value to your journey, right? And here's some leadership qualities that you must have, guys. Because leadership, first of all, is love. Far too many times, even in this world, we see the principalities, right? It says we're not battling against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against rulers of darkness, right? We're against rulers that are seated in heavenly places, right? So you want to be able to be a leader that's in love. Like we've seen too many, leaders all across the world, Hitler, all these guys that we know, right? That were dictators, right? And they used power and they abused power. And one thing that I love about Rating Legacy is that no matter how much of a messed up individual I might be or how many mistakes I made in my past, one thing that I designed Reigning Legacy for, like even as a CEO, there are bylaws. This is what you guys got to understand about Reigning Legacy. There are still bylaws and a standard of principles that even I can't abuse my power as a CEO. Did you understand what I just said? I set up my own company, my own vision, that even if I break the law inside of my organization, I'm just as accountable as anyone else who has a role inside the organization, right? And leadership qualities are always love. Yes, when you're a leader, yes, you're going to feel power, right? You're going to have authority, governance, ability to rule. You know, some other qualities of a leader are fearless, they're courageous, they're selfless, right? They're caring, they're kind, and they're very straightforward people, right? And these are the qualities that you have to look to have, right? And there's some bad habits that we have as leaders as well, as incompetence, right? Laziness, quick to give up, the inability, procrastination, just a lack of accountability. How many on here, when's the last time you spoke to your mentor? When was the last time you told your mentor, I'm willing to learn, teach me. I want to learn from you, right? And we'll get into that in a second. But the first topic that I'm going to talk about, guys, and the first requirement that's required of you to be a leader, right? In order to be a leader, here's number one. I hope you guys are taking notes as I'm going to begin to expound off of these things, because I'm going to be going into things that obviously aren't written, because this isn't a presentation. This is a teaching. It's for you to, soak up the information, take notes, and also apply the wisdom and the understanding that's being broken down in this blueprint. And this is only a 7-slide lesson, right? A 7-slide lesson. So take everything that's on here. If you want the PDF, let me know if you want the PDF. You can study this stuff. This is free information that we're giving and we're passing on to the generations to come, right? So faith. Throughout history, we see that the best leadership and leaders of the world, right? That the world had birthed, they were men and women of great faith in a power beyond themselves or a cause greater than themselves. What does that mean? It means that every single leader, when you look at history, every single leader, when you look at greatness, when you look at the most successful, when you look at the wealthiest, when you look at the ones with class, when you look at the ones with power, they had something in common. And that was they had the faith to believe in something beyond themselves. Or they had a cause, right? Martin Luther King, I have a dream. He had a cause, he had a vision. There was something beyond himself that kept him going, right? And then what is faith? Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. There's a secret to all of you guys who think that you're having a physical experience. No, you are spiritual. You are a spiritual being having a physical experience. You're not a physical being having a spiritual experience. You're a spiritual being temporarily here, assigned in this flesh suit on earth to fulfill a mission. to fulfill a purpose. Your life is a mission. Your life is a mission. And 90% of life, guys, right? 90% of everything that goes on around you is actually in an invisible world. They're in dimensions and realms that you cannot see. And I'm not talking to the one that's not a believer on this call. I'm sorry. I'm not talking to the one who doesn't have faith, but to those who have faith, to those who have a cause greater than themselves. Let these words harness you. Let these words be your guide. Understand that entrepreneurship is not possible without faith, right? So then you want to master your thoughts. You got faith now. You believe, right? Right? But you want to start mastering your thoughts. Start writing positive affirmations. Start speaking your faith into existence, because it says in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And think about how crazy this is. You are a human with a mind, with the ability to speak, create, and be whatever your heart thinketh, and it was a word from God. Even the physical manifestation of this conversation on the phone, God spoke this, and here I am speaking before you. How powerful is that? If you guys are getting knowledge, if you're getting value right now, I need you to drop a 777 in the chat, guys. I know that we have not as many people as I would like on this call, but guys, we have enough people. We have enough people on this call. And as long as you guys are getting fed, as long as you guys are getting the information that you need to take your business to the next level, I strongly believe that you're going to be the people, just like the 12 disciples, right? There's 14 of us individuals on here, right? And I'm not afraid, because if there's just one person, right, that I can touch with this, if there's one person that's going to take this lesson seriously, if there's just one person writing these notes, I know that my work has been done, right? I want you guys to understand this perspective. Even for an example, like a Telegram chat, I want to use this in your perspective, right? The alarm has been sounded, right? So what do we have? We have 75 members in the Reigning Legacy chat, right? Then we have 100 and plus members in the iGenius pre-launch chat, with Andrew James and his team, right? But understand this, there's 15 people on this call. Now, let's say, for example, this is going to blow your mind, the road to be legendary. Don't let these words escape you. So the alarm goes off. We're giving out the alarm hours and hours a day. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. The British are coming. The enemy is coming to rob, kill, and destroy. Prepare yourself in order to overcome, in order to be the best that you can be and achieve greatness. We have this call in 3 hours. Now the alarm sounds and it's 10:30 and there's 15 people on the call. Now the enemy comes to infiltrate your land. But there's over 100 people who've been blindsided and unprepared. But what I see here is 15 chosen vessels, right? And that's not to talk down or talk bad about anybody else. That's just to say, guys, this is the reality of what's going on here. We have 15 hungry individuals who need, the information. We have 15 hungry individuals who take their business serious. And that's not to say that, I understand that there are people who are mothers. I understand there are people with families, school, lives. I respect everyone. So we're not here bashing or talking down to anybody on this call. I'm just using an example to get you guys to understand the logic and the spiritual laws of life. That's why you must be prepared for your journey before you go on your journey, right? If we're out in the desert, and before we get to the desert, if you don't pack no water, and we're going to be in the desert where there's no water, no food, no drink, and that's not what's packed in your bag, what's going to happen to you in the desert? You will dry out, you will dehydrate, and you will die. Unfortunately, that's the reality, right? So we have to have logic. So number 2 is having the logic, right? So when we have faith, right, we have the belief, we have the substance. We're believing and hoping for the things that we cannot see yet, but they appear so real because we're getting the vision, right? We're getting the vision. It's appearing so real to us. Well, let me make sure someone's not muted. Let me make sure everyone's allow participants to unmute themselves. Nope, not today. I just wanted to make sure that was there. Sorry, guys. Oh, let me go back. Let me go back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What am I doing? How do I get back? Nope. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. As you can see, you don't have to be super smart nowadays. Everybody's like, I'm not computer savvy. Well, listen, I've been working with computers, for almost 20 years now, and I seem still to never get it. So back into the lesson, right? With logic. So what is logic? Logic is the course of action or line of reasoning suggested or made necessary by. So what does that mean? You guys are like, okay, well, those are, the course of action. Okay, so now that I have faith, right, I can believe it. I want you to understand how these 4 steps are going to coincide and bring you massive success in your business. And this lesson shouldn't be too much longer. And what I'm going to say is, right, so the course of action. So now you're seeing the vision, you're seeing the bigger picture. Now you have to have logic. And what logic does is it gives you the understanding and the ability to take the course of action in what it is you believe in, right? Right? So you have the power of choice. The power of choice. I want you guys to write this down. This is super powerful. The power of choice is the ability, right, to be of the world or to be different and called out of the world. What does it say that God's children are? It says that they were chosen, right? It says they were chosen to come out of the world. So I'm going to let you guys know what the world is. The world is the system. Write this down. This is not in your notes. I'm going to start breaking down some deep stuff to y'all guys. You don't know what goes on in my mind, and I'm giving you a piece of my mind. And if I were you and you were on this call and you were getting the piece of what actually goes on in this brain, I would be taking notes right now, right? So what logic is justifiable, right? It's a justifiable reason behind your faith and your cause. A logic and self-reflection will be the key to channeling your faith into physical manifestation. What do I mean by that? Physical manifestation. The things that you believe when you apply logic. Understand that you cannot have logic without faith. I want you to understand the steps of why I'm telling you the things that I'm telling you. Because now I believe it. All right, God, this is what you said for my life. I believe in your purpose. I trust you. Now the logic is, a lot of people do this. Don't be spiritual like this, because this is scary. Oh, I love God so much. Or, oh, I believe in this higher power, the creator. And I'm like, all right, so you believe in opportunity and, taking action? Yeah. I'm just waiting for the right opportunity. Right? I get this all the time. And or somebody, listen, the universe or God himself will give somebody an opportunity, but they'll be so spiritually gone that they don't realize the opportunity that they're supposed to walk into. They're literally telling God to his face, or the universe, after praying and meditating on something for so long, when it comes in their face, they say, oh, I got to think about it. Come on. Like, I need y'all again to be on Faith Street with me, right? I need you to be on Faith Street with me, because these are the things that people, don't understand the logistics of the game, right? And the logical steps, right? What's going on? I thought I muted everybody. Sorry about that. I don't know how people can unmute themselves. Allow participants to unmute themselves. No, hold on. Okay. I think there's one more thing. I apologize. I'm about to get mute participants. Okay, that's what I needed to do. All right, cool. All right, so boom. No more interruptions. So, right, and then some logical steps here are, you want to find a routine, man. Like, one thing that about my life, and I'm not saying I'm the most disciplined person, because I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I'm not going to tell you I wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning. Yes, there are some nutcases. Yes, there are some talented, some extravagant, beautiful people who choose to do that every day, right? They wake up 4 or 5 in the morning. I am someone who will wake up at 9 a.m., right? I'll wake up at 9 a.m. and what I'll do is I'll do my personal development. I'll make sure that I have, my routine, that I have a strategy and a blueprint. I'm setting up goals and getting connected to the source, right? Who is the source, right? That's what you guys got to start figuring out for yourself. Who are the successors of the game? Who should you be modeling? Who should you be in contact with on a day-to-day, regardless of how you feel or what you think that person is going to say if you contact them? That's just like, a lot of times, people think that the mentor is supposed to be like, this is one of those things where people literally think that the mentor is literally supposed to be there to, change the baby's diapers and all that. Like, no. Like, this is how it works. I'm here to guide you I'm here to equip you, right? I'm here. That's my job. And a lot of times people get the mentor, mentee role confused. And literally, you're just as accountable to your mentor as he is to you. If you're getting started with something, you know how I was able to have success in my business, guys? Because I called my mentors. I said, hey, Anthony, what is it that I need to do? Okay, where do I need to go? Where's the next event? What information is going to take me to the next level? Guys, that's exactly what you need to do in order to be successful in this business. And a lot of us are not doing enough of that. And we're wondering why we're not seeing any numbers on both sides of the business. And this is what you have to understand. I'm not a pressure builder. If you want to come into this company and just be a customer and use the services that we provide, I know that the services and the huge returns that we have from just our crypto elite, our automated systems, and all the different services that we offer are going to pay you out huge. But are you still applying that? Right. And this brings me into number 3, guys. Number 3 is critical. Oh my goodness. This is one of the most critical things. And some of you guys on this call are not going to like what I have to say. And it's okay, because it's for your growth. This is the same thing that I needed to learn every single day. Behind everyone's back, I am on the phone with millionaire mentors. I am on, audio books. I have audios playing all through my house all day, every day. I got audios playing. Robert Kiyosaki. I'm learning from the best. Les Brown, Miles Monroe, Steve Harvey, Will Smith. I'm literally Kobe Bryant. I'm watching these guys. I'm studying them. I'm studying the greatest in the game, right? I'm studying the best motivational speakers. And then just recently, I started trading more. Like, I started actually hopping in on sessions and setting up accounts and in my university, right? It's, what that is? It's coachability, right? Every great leader, listen to me, every great leader was first a student. Some of you guys come into the organization or come into new teams and you want to already run the show. When you got to understand who you're around, they're well seasoned and well experienced. That's not to say that you won't be a better leader than them. I want everybody that I teach that comes into my organization to be better than me. That's the blessing that you have about Reigning Legacy, is like Reigning Legacy. We're not here to hate. We're here to always elevate those that are around us, but you can't come in here and think you're going to run my show, and that goes for anybody in any organization. I want you to tell you, there's a chain of command. And I think in this industry, there's something that I'm going to discuss after I keep talking about coachability. I'll get into what a chain of command is, because I feel like in business, this is why, people never see results. Like even this PowerPoint, even this slide, people never see results because these are the things that are not done for the students. How easy it is to lose focus, right? How easy it is to lose focus and lose sight. But when we have the presentation, right, when we have the PowerPoint slide, we can take notes and we can listen to the speaker. So now the speaker is articulating, painting the picture for us, and we're taking notes to be a reflection, to reflect on when we get into our secret place of meditation, right? And I want you to understand this: coachability is not a technical skill or an inherent ability. Right? It is a mental attitude. It is defined by your ability to be coached. It is determined by your emotional ability to withstand necessary constructive criticism and pressure from your coaches, mentors, or leaders. Woo! In this game, guys, there's going to be a lot of self-check. That's why we have a lot of self-development. A lot of the things I hear on a day-to-day from my mentors might not sit right with me, but I'm not going to argue with the guys who have the blueprint. And far too many times we come into someone else's business or someone else's org and we think we already have it figured out. We think that we know the system, and all God is requiring of you right now here at Reigning Legacy is to just be a student. I've been teaching for over 10 years, believe it or not. I've been an active entrepreneur for over 5 years, probably more. Wasn't always the right way. Let's say I've been an entrepreneur for over 10 years too, but maybe not always in the best situations. Maybe it wasn't always legal. So I count the years that I really turned my life around and made the best of it. And I don't say that to boast or to be prideful, but I say that when it comes to the things that I'm good at, I know that I am good at those things, right? And I don't speak on the things I don't know, and I don't speak on the things I'm not good at. So when I'm speaking to you, I'm only going to speak to you from the experience and the knowledge that I know of where I succeed. Catch me? So you're never going to hear me as a person be, for example, even with this, right? So man, listen, is it too late to buy into Bitcoin? Well, I mean, I love Bitcoin. I like what it's doing for me, but you're asking the wrong guy if it's too late for you to buy into Bitcoin, because that's not my expertise. So I'm not, when someone's marking up a Bitcoin chart, you're not going to see me like, yo, bro, like, yo, okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to enter here, put your stop loss. Now I'm still taking trade ideas from the experts. Listen, I'm a student for life when it comes to the trading, just to be really honest with you. And those are things that I have to admit to myself, right? And to be coachable is to be led, it's to be guided, it's to be equipped for the task given, right? Coachability is the chain of command, knowing the leaders whom you have chosen have the best interest of the collective. It's always good to build, to add ideas, add value to each other. But as a mentor, one thing that I know is I never tell my mentees what my mentor doesn't tell me. And before I tell my mentees anything, I'm going to make sure it was something in the game that was proven to work, right? Whether it's a system, whether it's information, whether it's a slide deck, whatever it is, whatever I'm telling my team, because sometimes I get backlash. Even I've had experience, in my last couple of years of entrepreneurship, I'll tell one of my employees something, or I'll tell a client something, and they're like, well, I think, and I'm like, okay, cool. Listen, I'm not here to knock your opinion. I'm not here to say that you're wrong, but I'm here to show you what works, okay? And if it works, not just for me, but thousands of people, let's not argue with that, because before you get me to change my system, you'll see that you'll quickly be changed by the inability to grow and be coachable, right? So be careful. Understand that a chain of command is exactly like this, right? This is a chain of command, right? It's an organizational structure, right, that documents how each member of a company reports to one another. Right. And this is just an example. This isn't saying like this is our model, right? We're not saying that this is our model, but the owner, the CEO, right? Everyone else's levels of accountability. I'm going to keep going. And guys, the last one. Actually, let me go back because I was not done here. The chain of command. I want everybody to understand this in this organization, in Reigning Legacy and iGenius. Understand, yes, we don't have bosses. Right? I'm not here to be your boss. I'm here having a CEO to CEO meeting with you. If you're on this call, you're getting exclusive multi-million-dollar information that a lot of CEOs out there in this world would never take the time to do. And I know this is proven to be work. Not only is my circle full of millionaires, but my whole life, the mentors and the coaches, I've been coached and mentored by the successors of the game, right? In my own personal life. And one thing that I want to tell you is, like, if you're someone who's like, oh, well, networking doesn't work, well, how coachable are you to be, right? Because you can't be an expert, even if it's trading. How many guys have I had? And I got Jeff that's next to me. He might testify to this as a trader. How many, even maybe himself, he thought he could do it on his own. And then you have those guys who think that, and they're like, he'll be back, right? Because you can't do it on your own. It's virtually impossible for man to do any task or anything on his own. Right? It said it was not good for man to be alone. That didn't just apply when God made Eve and made her the helper of man, but that applied to mankind. Right? Remember when they were building, just in history, like this is a history lesson. You may or may not know this, but they had one language, right? And God said there's nothing impossible for man, that there's nothing that man cannot do alone. Right? Whether they knew God and they had a relationship with the Creator or not, man still have the ability in numbers to come together and do big things. So it's virtually really impossible for you to do anything alone. And I want you guys to understand that. So remain coachable. And it's another thing, like, I know I keep getting off topic, but chain of command is something that's super important. Yes, we don't have bosses here, guys, but you have to follow the protocol of all your people, or you will see yourself in a not so good position. You will push people away. You will push people out of your organization. And understand, guys, that this is a business. Yes, you're going to have emotional attachments to people. Yes, you're going to grow and love people, but do not sweat one person who is going to leave your organization, especially if they're just a customer. A lot of us are sweating customers, right? In our business, in our careers, we're sweating customers. When you remain coachable and plugged into the system, it's not about who leaves, because when you understand the law and the spiritual law of the universe, people are going to recycle. Yes, you're going to have best friends. Yes, you're going to build bonds with people and they will hurt you by leaving your business, but do not allow that to hurt you. A lot of us have way too many emotional attachments with people, and we wonder why our organization is full of drama. Maybe because we're doing too much talking about personal matters than we are about building their businesses and making sure they have everything they need to be paid. And the more that we do that, the more that we talk about applying the skills, right? The more that we talk about, where people need to be as far as the business, and we give more information like this and more personal development, and we're all coming together as a collective, the more that we're going to grow as one. So make sure in this business, in this industry, guys, this is very, very important. And I learned the hard way with this, because I had a lot of, what's this? What they doing to me? They hating on me. They're trying to stop my presentation. What happened? They didn't want y'all to have the skill set, y'all. Y'all see that? Hold on, they playing with me now. Hold up, y'all. They playing. Okay. We're gonna go right back. Oh no. All right, watch this. Hold up. I got something for them. Let me stop sharing my screen real quick, because this is the last of the sauce. It's gonna take me 5 minutes, y'all. You just stop sharing my screen real quick. Did I stop sharing my screen already? Right? I did, right? All right, hold on. They're trying to play me. They're not gonna play me today. Yep, the devil is a lie. Come on, let's go. Let's go. It's all right, y'all. It's all right, y'all. I got backup plans too. I got the PDF if I need it. Yup, let's get it. All right, cool. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna let that knock me out. It's not gonna knock me out the game. I'm just gonna show y'all a different way. Because guess what? To be a CEO, we gotta have a plan B, baby. Gotta have a plan B. So I'm gonna show y'all a plan B right now. Look at this. Boom. Boom. This is what happens when you're prepared, right? They shut it down on me. The devil is a lie. Whether or not you believed in the devil, that's irrelevant, right? But listen, skill set. Skill set. You're gonna want to have this skill set. I want to tell everybody here, right? Skill set takes time. You're not going to develop and be a network. Like when people are like, oh, networking's not for me. Well, networking can't be for you because it's a skill set that you haven't yet developed. Duh. I don't want you to go out in your first day and recruit 100 people. No. I want you to sit, take the time and understand the skill set. So what is a skill set? A skill set is a collection of skills and abilities that can be applied to a professional or creative endeavor. Guys, I'm going to be wrapping up here in these last 5 minutes. I appreciate all of you guys for your time. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for sitting in this training and teaching. And just hold up real quick. If you're getting value, if you're loving this training right now, I need some 333s. I need some fire emojis. I need some diamond emojis, some crowns. Let me know how you're feeling right now. Like blow up the chats. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Right? This is good stuff, man. This is powerful stuff. Imagine if we could give the world all of this information. Guys, I want you to show up to these trainings more. Show up. Show up. If you see my name, show up. If you see Reigning Legacy, show up. We're giving out top quality information. I don't know about leadership anywhere else, but I know what we do here at iGenius, and I know what we do here inside of the organization of Reigning Legacy. Feel me? So, right, master the skill sets, right? This is how you master the skill set. So first of all, what is a skill set? It's a collection of skills and the abilities that can be applied to professional or creative endeavors. Write this stuff down, screenshot it. You guys should have a lot of content here. You guys should be posting on your social medias right now, this type of stuff. Yo, look at what Reigning Legacy is doing. Look at what we're doing. This type of teaching, this type of stuff should be on your story, right? How to master your skill set. You're going to study 2 hours a day. Trust timing. Acquiring a skill set takes time. Rome wasn't built in one day. So what makes you think that you're going to have 1,000 people in your downline tomorrow? What makes you think that your first 30 days, you're going to even have 50 people? That's not guaranteed. But when you take the time, right, to be coachable, when you take the time to use your logic, when you take the time to have faith, then You have the ability to acquire the skill set and trust the process of being teachable, of being coachable. There's no way you won't be a millionaire with this information. Far too many times, people don't trust time. Time is inevitable, so is change. So are you going to, are you going to allow change are you going to allow change to change you, or are you going to be the change? I'm going to be the change, because guess what? My change is going to change others. I'm not going to let the change of the world and what's going on in the world, all that dark, gloomy stuff, to change me. And oftentimes we let the influence of what's going on out there to change us when we are called to be the change, right? By what we're doing? By learning skill sets. Now, what are the skill sets that we're learning here in this industry, right? We have 6 skills that we're learning: trading, communications, invite, promoting, and events. We're presenting, we're following up with people, and we're learning how to close. So this is what I want to tell you. If you do not have those skill sets, you should not be talking to anybody. This is what you do. PS3 system. Edify your mentor. Model your mentor. Have your mentor speak on your behalf. Build credibility, build trust, and be coachable, guys. Be coachable. Understand that, yes, we are in affiliate marketing. Understand that Reigning Legacy, we don't have bosses. There's no bosses. We create bosses. But understand there's a chain of command. Be a student first. Always understand, that you're not going to understand everything that your mentor says to you, and be able to just receive, constructive criticism. Every day I go through it, and I've been able to, it's brought me to a place where I listen to my leaders and I listen to my mentors, right? I have leaders and I have mentors, and shout out to all my leaders. Shout out to all my mentors. Shout out to Scottie. Shout out to Jeff. Shout out to Amelia. Shout out to Felicia, Abdullah, Christy, Virginia, Tyler. Tyler, that's my dog, man. I'll tell you what, man. Tyler, that's my boy, man. Me and Tyler. Brendan, Blockchain Brendan, Noah, man, shout out to all you guys, man. And I appreciate the fact that you've been on this journey for so long with us. And, some of us are more newer than others, but even for those that have been on the journey, going on a verge of a year here with Reigning Legacy, just been growing, learning this skill set, just achieving greatness, guys. You guys are amazing. You are awesome. I hope that you had value on this call, guys. If you got value on this call, again, just drop whatever you feel to drop, man. If you got any value on this call, I just want you guys to, give me something in the chat to let me know that you guys got massive value for this call. This is like all I have for you. I just wanted to make sure, that we're creating legends over here, guys. Crown legends, guys. We're all maxing out the comp plan. It's already been done. I need you to have faith. I need you to have logic. I need you to be coachable, and most of all, master the skill sets before you go out there, before you give up, or before you go out there and make yourself look like a fool. Remain teachable. We're going to teach you guys here. You guys are all phenomenal and great people. I believe in each and every one of you. And here at Reigning Legacy, we'll be able to unlock your gifts, with our academy and every other great thing that we do here, all of our programs and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it. We have some big things coming behind the scenes that you guys cannot yet see, but just understand it's going to be huge for everyone who is a part of the culture of Reigning Legacy. God bless each and every one of you. Let's run it up. Let's go back into our secret places, our meditation closets, and let's really lock in this information and have it written on our hearts. Let's get it.